Welcome back to Plan B Terraform. My name is Nilaus and we're continuing this series, and our objective is to make the city grow. There are a few comments here that I know I'm getting, like, first of all, like, hey, the city has spread over here, and since this one is, let's see, going back into the city, right, isn't it? No, this one is not going anywhere apparently. That's weird. Then why not just put it back in the city, and then it would be super fine. Oh my god, that rattling. Alright, then the answer is, well, because then I'm relying on this one working, and maybe I want to change it. But then again, this is a module, so it's actually good enough argument to do that. Now, our objective is to get this one to grow. This is growing at 63,000 and we need to grow it bigger. I've also taken this pattern that we already have and then placed it into the new city here, or the first city, and it's now looking much nicer, but it also stalls out here when we need to get to food, so I haven't bothered setting up food just yet. Oh, that's nice that there's a high rise in the middle of the roundabout. But aside from this got to 10,000, and we'll just let it get stuck here at 10,000. And focus on this city instead as we grow towards 100,000. And then that means today we'll be chasing bottlenecks to a very hard degree, just figuring out what is not going on. So the supply status is not fine. Why is the supply status not fine? I don't know. It seems fine. It seems pretty fine, actually. City supply is fine. Oh, city waste is limited. Okay, yeah, that one. So we are not getting consuming the waste fast enough, and that's actually kind of not surprising. This is coming out at 500 and something absurd. This one should be able to take in enough, but it should also be able to produce enough, but we cannot consume the aluminium bars fast enough. So if only we could find something that required aluminium bars and use that in high enough quantity, then it would be fine. So let's have a look at, wow, that rattling there. Where's that coming from? That's coming from this location. What about the other? I think I'm having two of these, don't I? I'm pretty sure I should have two. Here we go. That one, this is coming in. This is going to be aluminium. And where's the aluminium coming from? Oh, it's the virgin aluminium. We do not need any virgin aluminium at this moment in time. We just need to isn't that interesting? Like, what if I just did this and then build a trash location right next to it? This is kind of what people have been saying to me, and it's a good idea, but it just feels like a bit cheating. So just pour it in here, and then that's also going to be waste, and then you can get that in, and that should sort of always come in before the trains, because this one will always be outputting while the trains will not always be outputting. These ones are metal waste is full. Oh, that's because I'm looking at the waste. I'm an idiot. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to get the finished product from here, and we have this one outbound. We could get another one, couldn't we? What if we get another outbound here and just kind of overload it on the aluminium, and we get this one set to, oh my god, the rattling. And yeah, I can't really put it in here. Oh my god, this is bad. Let's think about it. What if I just built another one down here? That would just not get enough. No, it wouldn't. So let's kill that. And I don't want to build a priority. I simply want to change this. No, get back to destination. We'll change it and then simply go from this. We can take that one. There we go. And that's going to travel a little bit more than I need. There we go. But it should hopefully start consuming this a little bit more rapidly. No. God, I'm making mistakes here. Yes, so let's see if this still works. This one is coming out. 800 aluminium bars. Let's just empty those damn aluminium bars so that this can get empty. I'm thinking that maybe the answer is not sort of crowding more things in here, but making more of these locations. That's probably a good idea. And if we go back here, then it should... Oh, man. Look at that. We are not getting the concrete. Why are we not... Oh, that rattling. You can fuck off with that. I am hating that rattling now. This is coming from... Okay. Now, I'm thinking that the problem here is that it's not enough, not enough concrete, but simply not enough loading on board this train. Let's have a look at this train that comes in. Oh, this is an unload. Hold on. Where's your pickup? That's okay. So that fills up the train here. I don't like it. I think what we need is, let me have a look at this, and I'm simply going to make a supply station right there. and that will just feed in more reinforced concrete. It'll take all this reinforced concrete, this is all coming from virgin sources, so that should be good. And this one will continue to work from the recycled stuff. And then it's really difficult to get both of them to operate fully at the same time. I'm kind of feeling that it is so weird. Like, why is it not getting out here fast enough? It's simply a matter of not being fast enough, I guess. But what we also could do, and this is getting really weird because this is now inside the city, we could actually just make a waste plant right there. That would just feed all the waste straight into these. That's actually insane. Huh. That looks like that definitely should take care of all the metal waste output. There we go. Now we're growing again. And we're up to 64,000 about. And it stopped. Because inputs. I don't get the inputs though. It's still limited on the waste disposal. Why? Organic waste is full. Is that simply because it can't output onto these? Like, it's doing all these. Is it just not enough or what? What if I do that? Would that be helping? Like, the fact that it says full is just really weird. Well, we're growing again. It's really difficult to keep this online or keep this up. And I'm kind of thinking that it's related to, this is the organic waste coming in. So if we somehow could get the organic, could we change this one to be organic waste over here and then start utilizing the fact that we actually have stuff that is aligned. And then have or this one might actually be great as well. 1, 2, 3. And the first thing we want to do is get the waste, this waste here. This will be sort of in the middle ones. My God, that rattling is just incessant rattling there. And we can then get a waste supply facility here that will get all the organic waste. That will just at least get something on here. I do think that we want more than this. If I'm looking at this line here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The question is also just what are we going to do with the output though? And I need to have one of these open so that I can use it. But this will be, what is that going to be? That's going to be the compost out. Compost out is going to be really easy, so I don't really need anything more. I can just make another waste location here and then actually just get the full line up on this side and actually also get another waste line here. And that means we can get the second one, that's nitrogen here. And well, to be honest, we don't really need much nitrogen, so let's get the nitrogen inbound from our nitrogen facility. Do we have all of these already tapped? No, we don't. There's coming nitrogen in, and let's just get a little bit like 300, probably good. So we get that in, and we are not getting anything in by train apparently, but we're getting the waste here. Then we're going to get the compost out. That means the compost out is probably going to go into that location here. So this is going to be yet another compost location going to that location. There we go. That is going to be 130. Let's get it up to about 300. Should be enough. And what is this problem now? It's missing nitrogen. So as soon as nitrogen comes in, then this one should start working at 150. That is 750 consumption of organic waste. And are we growing? We are not growing. It's oxygen. And then we still have this problem with the oxygen now. I'm guessing we need a second depot for the oxygen because we actually made a second depot. So let's actually get that up to, let's destroy a few places here just to unload it at this location. Let's get it there. And that will be some stops here. That's not oxygen, that's water. Well, it's half correct there. And let's get that into some supply depots. So it looks like supply depots are kind of going to be our biggest issue. This one will be setting the origin over to this location, which is certainly full. We can put it in this one, oxygen, and then just smash it up at about 600 per cycle. And what now? Supply is at 98% because reasons. These just cannot. But what about if I just built some more on this side? Would that help so it doesn't have to fly as fast over there? I suppose if we look at what it is, we can't even see what it is. It says oxygen, but this is full of oxygen, so it's just get it in there. Right, 1, 2, 3 are getting in here. This is insane how it's really, really difficult to get things fed into this location fast enough. I think that I've been underestimating the how many we need here. We definitely need more of these suppliers. Now, with that being said, should we try increasing the temperature? But it's going to be a little bit risky with this. We also need to look at the trees. There was a good comment about the trees where it said like how much, how well does it work? And the thing is, like, we don't know what it does. We don't know what trees do. But if we build them up here, do they work up here? Maybe I should actually make a different, like a shape or something, so that I can kind of see if it grows. Well, that's an arrow. Well, I could have written like subscribe or something like that. We have 1,000 trees. Well, that's kind of probably enough for us here. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? That's weird. No, where did the trees go? That's odd. Did it stop generating trees? Oh well. We have some trees and I don't know, it's kind of an arrow. There you go. Let's see if it grows by itself over time. I don't know if it does. Let's see what this one means. This one says minimum temperature -30, grow temperature 0, maximum temperature 20. So we kind of have to sort of hit that sweet spot. What is the temperature here? Temperature is -6 and maximum of 4. So we're actually getting really close. Sometimes that's going to be like summer winter thing. Seasons, northern hemisphere, summer, winter. And I have no idea if we're northern or southern hemisphere here. I think we're slightly northern hemisphere. And that means it's winter here. But eventually it'll be fine. I guess we can also just raise temperature a little bit more, and then we'll get all sorts of other problems as well. Ugh, this one is just atrocious. This is one of the things I haven't really figured out how to deal with, and that is what are we going to do about sort of more resources, because we just don't have enough resources on the map. Like if we look at the map on a resource view, then we don't have a lot. Oh, look at that. Plastic waste. Oof. Cover 5% of the surface by forest. 0.01. Okay, so it just spam forest everywhere. Interesting. And that is plastic waste, and that gets composite is a polymer bars and tempered steel. And a Mark III. Ooh, composites. All right, composite is tempered steel. We don't know how to make tempered steel. Where did we get tempered steel? Oh, there we go. We steel bar and nitrogen. Okay, so I guess we need a steel bar then. Steel bar production facility. Let's do that. Let's make steel bars and figure out what next is on the line here. 1, 2, and 3, and it's pretty obvious that what we need the most of in this one is going to be. And now I see the tempered steel. I just didn't see the tempered steel before, even though it probably was there all along. And then we're going to go for some factories. I imagine that it's a factory that you can temper steel. What does this take? This takes 90, so it's 4 steel bars. That means it's 120 steel bars inbound. That's probably going to be like a single line here for all of this. Just to make sure that we get there, something like this. And this is definitely not going to be able to feed this. There we go. And then, what was the other thing? That was nitrogen. We'll take nitrogen down here. And nitrogen will be... And it's nitrogen. And I'll build them in here. Like that covers that, that covers that, sure. And then on the other side, that is the tempered steel output. Tempered steel output. There. That's probably fine. And we will now need some trains. We get this. Oh, okay. This train probably first. That is going to get a train of iron. There you go. Let's get this one. And how much? 120 steel bars times something. That's going to be like a disgusting amount. So if I do this, yeah, it's actually fine. 600, that's fine. And then we are going to go back to our steel bar, and we're going to get some nitrogen. More nitrogen from here. We are going to need another nitrogen production facility here. Nitrogen, and we just need like 150, so that should be fine. There we go, and now we have tempered steel. Well, technically we don't, but we are going to get tempered steel. So tempered steel is going to need some polymer bars. Did we have a polymer bar factory? No, but we should have. Oh, that's a no, that's, I don't know, even know what that is. That's a water factory. Interesting. What? Oh, no, it's the other way around. It's a tree factory. Interesting. Polymer factories. Why do we not have a polymer factories? We should have that. Oh well, let's make a polymer factory. It's so weird. Where is the polymer coming from then? You're needing polymers. There we go. Then look at the source. Ah, we have a polymer factory. Is it big enough? Nah. Yeah, kind of maybe. The problem now is that I can't extend it. I can't build it more because it then will be weird. So I'm going to build a polymer factory at this location. Polymers doesn't really need any input, so it's just build it. And that's now a polymer factory doing stuff. We're going to just take from one of these. I have 3 stops next to each other because I have no clue where I'm going to need the next one. And polymer factory is going to get into a composite factory. Now let's look at composite. Is that also in a... oops, composites. That's the new one. That's a 1-on-1. Okay, that's very simple. Ah, I shouldn't have taken it out. I should just leave it here, composite. And let's start with the trains, and they could be like this one and this one. Yeah, then there's plenty of space for inputs and outputs for once. So this is going to be, as I said, we need composites, 1, 2, and we need, oh yeah, tempered steel, that one. And we need tempered steel, we got that here. Tempered steel, and then we need the last one, which is new and magical and stuff. That is going to be composites. There. And it's yet another pinkish thing color. There. And there. That should be fine. And then all we need is set the origin. That's going to be this one. Polymers, and get that to okay, whatever. This one is destination here. That is tempered steel. And we're going to get that, yes. And then we have composites. We don't know where composites are going to be needed. What about you? Oh, you're just not growing anymore. Wow, my god. Why? Now you need composites instead of... oh, shoot. This one is no longer relevant then. Yoink. Off you go. Wow. This one will now be composites. Oh, that sucks. So no more... okay. And that's now 200 composites. Okay, so the amount decreases significantly. And output-wise, we are now also getting plastic waste, or we are supposed to get plastic waste at least. That we then need to figure out what we're going to do with plastic waste. And they go here, and I'm going to set some of these outputs here, just to figure out what we're going to do about the plastic waste. City supply is still not going in, but I'll deal with that later on. Yeah, so here we have the tempered steel, we have the composites. I kind of want 2 places for composites because we're going to get composites. Let's get some composites into our city. And that is going there. And it's only 200, but let's make 300 then. and then that should work. But then the question is, couldn't I also, or shouldn't I also take one rail stop that will go into our hub, that will go up here, the destination goes to this one, thank you, composites. And why composites up here? Well, that's because composites are going to do something, makes the most important thing that we could even imagine. Oops, and those two will be unoopsed. And I'm going to need a factory here, and that's not a factory. I'm going to need an assembler, and that's going to make it Depot Mark 3. And I just need composites. Done. Oof. What does that do? 3 hex range, and distribute them to consumer. Does it also have... Come on. Build faster. I'll take 2 of these. Yeah, I guess we don't need any of the Mark 2s anymore. We're just simply going to do this one from now on and forevermore. Now, I am also going to... I'm guaranteeing that my plastic is going to also be sorted. Let's see. Plastic waste is going to be a sorted thing. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, sure. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And this one. So let's look at the recycling center. I am sure that a recycling center will... Polymer bars. Okay, so what does it do? Plastic waste to polymer bars. That's it. Why does it say cost carbon? That was odd. Oh, right. It's because you can build in a factory, or you can make it from 2 plastic waste. Ooh, that's good. Let's get some polymer bars like this. And that means the only thing we want inbound is plastic waste. And this is probably working... it's only working at 60, so it's not too fast. And let's get some train stations. That's going to be 1 in here and another one out there. That's good. And we get the polymers there. That's polymer out. And then we are going to get the plastic waste. Ooh, are we going to do this now? Oh, that's so crazy. What is that? Plastic waste? Oh, it has... Oh, it has even more. That is insane. What about if we upgrade... First things first. These need to be upgraded. Oh, dear. What did I just do? No, nothing. What? Okay, I can do this, and then they'll just be replacing what they have now. Oh, I don't have any more. Damn. We need more. We definitely need more. And this is our composites. So let's get the composites into locations. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna make another composite and then move my hub to work on this part. Right. Let's get the composites. No, that's plastic waste inbound. Yep. And they are the big ones. There, that's gonna be insanely good. Yeah, so this is the reverse, actually. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take this, and this is gonna be setting the origin up to this plastic waste, which somehow failed to become even a train station. Alright, so I'm gonna take this plastic waste destination to here. Here. Is this plastic waste? That's the plastic waste. Great. So let's get this one, and I'm just going to get 500 plastic waste. What is the plastic waste quantity here? 700. Are you... What? What? Did we just drop down again? We dropped down between under 99. Why? Or how? Ah, this part where it drops down is insane. So now it's screaming about you, because no aluminium. And why no aluminium? That's because our arm got stuck because we are no longer consuming any of this. Oh my god, this is horrible. This is horrible. So we suddenly stopped consuming any iron. So that means we have to redirect the iron there. Shit. Okay. This is the tempered steel. So tempered steel is not going to be here. I'm just going to kill that tempered steel. I'm going to take that out as well. And then I'm going to say the iron that comes out of a recycling plant. Where is the recycling plant? This is the giant recycling plant. This one needs a new destination. Let's first look at the destination. Yeah, that's not happening. That is going to go into tempered steel. Then we just need to figure out what the hell we're going to do with tempered steel. You're needing like a monstrous amount to even get in here. But that doesn't really change anything, does it? It really doesn't change much. Because what are we going to use tempered steel for? Tempered steel was used for... Well, not that one. Tempered steel. Oh, it goes into the... okay, right. So that goes into the composite. So we can consume this pretty quickly here. As long as we have something here. There. That's probably fine. Okay. More drones. Just keep it flowing. The tempered steel is flowing in. 400 and something. Is that going to be feasible? It's 90 plus 90 plus 90. Yeah, that's actually going to be pretty good. Alright, so that should more or less be able to take care of this part. They are still dead because we are not getting high-tech parts, and we're not getting high-tech parts because we're not able to keep the output flowing. This one is not flowing because it's not flowing fast enough. Now it is getting empty, so that's all good. We can then go have a look more on these things. They are probably going to be needing faster speed here. Yeah, look at that. Way faster. Let's also get these upped as well. So we're now getting the iron out. That means this one can start gearing up again. That means it can start generating more. This is... Oh, we had an... oh, man. It's not noise from the city. It's just incessant. Okay, so this goes to recycling. From the recycling. This one goes from the recycling to that. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not correct. This needs a new location. And no, change from... That's going to come in from the virgin out here. That is... That's one. This one. We're just actually not generating any... or consuming any virgin aluminium, which is obviously why things are not sustainable here. Let's get a few more of these in. And then let's see, as long as we have some of these, then that's always just high priority. Excellent. And what I can then do as well is I can take a supply depot and put it just there, right? This one is coming in. We now have 600 stuff coming in. That's pretty good. And there. Right, so that should start working as well. Not you, but come on with the other one. Our issue is that we still need to be able to feed it. When it drops below the next tier, that is below 100,000, as it just did, then we're just struggling with this, and then we can't get it back. Oh my god, it's so noisy. We are working on the metal production here, and we're still having issues with the iron not being consumed, even though we should have been finding a way to get rid of the iron here. This iron is... There's only one iron output. I could take another iron output. Where is this one coming from? That's not coming from anywhere. What about you? And where are you going? You are going to the hub, which is always doing stuff, yes. But we could also just take this steel bar here and get that as an input. Change the input from that one. Sweet. That should help a lot. That's a lot of stuff we get in there. There we go. So that gets us a lot more iron outbound. I mean, all of this, you can see that it's stacked up so high, but these are also just consuming it at a reckless rate. 60. Well, 60 is not really reckless, but you know. Here, get these two in and get that and that. There you go. So let's make sure that we have all of this flowing out, and getting rid of the iron is seemingly the biggest issue right now. And this is the composite, and we get the tempered steel. Tempered steel is not overwhelming, and tempered steel is just there. Yeah, okay, so that's coming in. Steel is coming in, and let's continue down here. Oops. So tempered steel is coming out, and I don't even know what it's producing at rate 90. Okay, it's definitely producing a lot, and that gets us a lot of composites. Well, that's good if we could just get over 100 again. We just cannot get 100. That is insane. All right, why is it not? And suddenly food is lacking. I just don't understand this. Okay, food is not lacking at all. Maybe it's just not feeding fast enough. Let's do these things here and get more inbound. And let's see. So what is it not getting in? It's still the stupid reinforced concrete. Okay, that's some reinforced concrete. What about up here? Can I just get another one with reinforced concrete since it has dropped below our capacity? It would be really nice if I could actually let's get this this one and say you, by the way, are reinforced concrete, and we are then going to upgrade all of these here, because then they can start filling into this part with reinforced concrete. I mean, that's a thing. It's a thing. Look at that. It needs 500, and I would also like to get this one as well, but that would kind of need a little bit more help from that would be like that, and then go this reinforced concrete and the reinforced concrete, and then reinforced concrete for these two. No, wrong ones. These here, upgrade. What the hell? Why are they deleting? Shit, that's not cool. There we go. Now it's not deleting. There we go. See? Now that will also help feed in here. It's something. It is desperation. That's what it is. Just trying to leech from this one so that also can be used. And are we above? We still cannot. Oh, 100. Yes. All right. So let's figure out what it is we want for the 100. Still high tech. Somehow high tech is not coming in fast enough. I don't understand it. We have so much high tech here. Everything's just flowing, and it's just not enough. I have a really big issue with figuring out how this is not working. I mean, now it's 100%, but it doesn't seem to be super stable at 100%. We're also still getting lots and lots of this, which is great. And that means we can probably... that's interesting. Wish we could just upgrade these, because that would be like massively improvement. Would be nice. Oops, that's not a thing. Whoa! So weird. If you stamp that with a recipe on top, then it deletes the content. But if you stamp it without a recipe, then it's good. And when have we been all the way around? We've been all the way around now. Good. Which also means like we can get more of this stuff in here. Better miners would be nice as well. But yeah. There. That's unfortunately bringing it into the wrong city, so that's lovely. But it could also bring us into this city, right? If we need more iron. I don't think we do, but we might. And if we do, then we actually have access to it now. Growth is good. Great. But that's not at all what we were looking for. That's not what we were looking for. These are not the trees you're looking for. Let's go to our... Nope, not this one. Go to our water overlay and just stamp down. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The trees are spreading. Oh no, the trees are spreading. This is definitely not arrow-shaped anymore. So that's glorious. I wish it was a overlay that we... Oh, look at that. That's definitely not 5%. But let's just spread it everywhere. So then they'll be... Right? They should work like this. And temperature is -11. And it's really difficult, this part. Like seeing and then go, yeah, that's probably fine. And then they'll hopefully spread from there. There's a little bit of water in the ice biome. Don't know if that's gonna help. It kind of follows the river. Damn trees. They're everywhere. I don't think trees do anything. Like anything bad. There we go. They should be able to spread nicely. Let's also build like a lot of trees here. Alright, let me just stamp down all the trees we have and then see what happens. So on top of all the other things, I also think I want to create more pollution. I love saying that as a good thing. So we just make some pollution here. That should be a pretty decent spot. We just found a little sulfur and fluoride locations next to each other, so that will just increase our pollution so we get to around 0 degrees. Let's have a look. We're at 38. Look at that. This little thing here and this little thing has actually spread. I don't know really. Oh, look at that. I also just painted back and forth here, and that will just generally spread, and we're up to 0.4% of no, 0.4 of no, what is that? 4. Oh shit, I'm 0.4%. Shit, we're gonna need a lot more of this one. Damn. Yeah, that's a thing. I think we have everything right. This is missing carbon. Why are you missing carbon? Shouldn't you be the one who, you're the one who generates carbon, right? Yeah. Okay, so then I think we need to make more of these locations so that we can get more inbound here. All right, our city has grown quite a bit, and we are trying to keep up. It looks like we are keeping up here. That was definitely not what I wanted for sure. Okay, they are just coming back in really quickly. We're at 166,000 in this city. Total population 177,000. We have 1.1% of the surface covered by forests. You can see here these have stretched out, and I'm just trying to spread it out anywhere I can in these vicinities. So whenever I have something, I'll just go like basically like this, and then basically that will help sort of spread. I'm of the assumption that it'll sort of spread along where it is, so any tile can sort of spread out to other tiles. That's kind of how I hope it works. So just trying to sort of put it next to our water lines, then it will grow, and we don't have any more left of that. And we're now up to 1.21, and it's going to be pretty quick until we get the next part. Our temperature is also at -6.7, so it's pretty warm during the day. It's actually +9 degrees sometimes. It's totally livable at this point. We don't know about sort of the atmosphere though, except it's full of fluorides, sulfur hexafluorides and stuff, and nitrous tri something fluoride, nitrogen trifluoride. Ugh, some nasty stuff actually. Yeah, nitrogen trifluoride. Yep, nasty stuff we pour in the atmosphere, but it's all in the name of progress. And for example here we can now also just make that and just let that spread out a little bit here as well. Just kind of anywhere and everywhere we see things, then just get that opportunity to build this. Then we don't need to, we can kind of figure out that this must be watery locations, and then yeah, I guess time will progress, and then we'll have 5% of our planet surface covered by forest soon enough. I hope you enjoyed this episode, as we are really getting into a massive cityscape here, and it's sort of kind of overwhelming our little factories everywhere. It's pretty cool. So we're keeping up. We're keeping up. I think if we, especially if we don't look, we keep. Oh, look at that, 200,000 now. Oof, it's going quick now. So we got a better wrap up before we end up hitting our target. That's gonna be for next episode, if there is a next episode. So let me know if you still want to see this going all the way to then to 1 million, which is the objective or the target at the current rate or the current release of the game. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.